You are working harder today than you were 5 years ago, but somehow you were poorer. And the terrifying part is, you didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, it's everywhere now, isn't it? You feel it in your chest when you pull out your credit card. You go to the grocery store, grab the same 5 things you always grab, milk, eggs, whatever, and the total at the register it hurts. It physically hurts. The rent check, the gas pump, that random coffee on a Tuesday that used to feel like nothing. Now it feels like a mistake. It feels like the walls are slowly closing in on your wallet, and you don't know why because you're doing everything you're supposed to do. You have the job, you put in the hours. Why does it feel like you're suffocating? And what's the first thing we do when that feeling hits? We turn it inward, right? I do this all the time. I sit there at 2 a.m. looking at my banking app, thinking, okay, I messed up. I'm irresponsible. I bought too many overpriced sandwiches this month. I need to budget harder. I need to stop buying stupid stuff that brings me joy. We gaslight ourselves. We assume the leak is in our habits. We assume we are the broken piece of the machine. But then I started actually talking to people. Not just surface level, how are you, but really talking. And it got weird. My friend who makes 6 figures, like made it money, he feels broke. My cousin working 2 hustles feels broke. The guy I know who saves every single penny and eats ramen feels broke. Wait a second. If we're all bad with money at the exact same time, isn't that kind of suspicious? It's like we're all suddenly bad at the same video game level simultaneously. That doesn't make sense. That's when this uncomfortable thought hit me. It just stuck in my brain like a splinter. What if the problem isn't how we play the game? What if the problem is the board we're playing on? What if the ground underneath us is moving and nobody bothered to tell us? What if the thing we are chasing, the money itself, isn't what we think it is? Okay, I'm going to try something weird here to explain what I think is happening. Stay with me. This sounds stupid, but it helps my brain work. Imagine you're a carpenter. You build houses, and your most important tool, the thing you rely on for everything, is your tape measure. A foot is 12 inches. An inch is an inch. It's a solid piece of reality. You rely on that truth to build your life. Now imagine, every night while you're asleep, someone sneaks into your workshop. And the people running this system, they have this impossibly precise machine. And every night they shave, I don't know, a tiny fraction of a millimeter off every inch mark on your tape measure. Just a sliver, too small to see with the naked eye. The next morning, your alarm goes off. You grab your coffee, you grab your tape measure, it looks exactly the same. It still says 1 foot. You trust it. You go to work. But suddenly, your cuts aren't fitting right. You need more wood to cover the same space you covered yesterday. You're working harder, sawing faster, sweating more, just to build the exact same house you built last year. You'd feel crazy. You'd blame your skills. You'd think, man, I'm a terrible carpenter. But the problem isn't your skill. The problem is that your definition of an inch changed overnight without anyone telling you. This isn't about carpentry, obviously. The tape measure, that's your dollar. That's your paycheck. It took me a long time to really wrap my head around this because it feels unethical. It feels like a trick. We grow up thinking a dollar is a solid thing, like a brick. You stack them up, you build a future, but it's not solid. It's elastic. It's gooey. The system, the massive financial machinery running in the background that most of us are too busy to look at, it has the ability to change the length of the ruler whenever it wants. They don't shave it down physically. They do something much more effective. They just print more rulers. They flood the world with dollars, trillions of them. And when there are way too many dollars chasing the same amount of goods, the same amount of houses, cars, and eggs, suddenly, nobody trusts the measurement anymore. The value of each individual dollar drops. Your money is being watered down while it sits in your bank account. And this is the light bulb moment. This is the piece that made me stop feeling crazy. This is why it feels like you're running up a down escalator covered in grease. Think about your job. You work hard, you get a 5% raise. You feel great. You celebrate for about 30 seconds. But that same year, the system watered down the value of your money by 8% because they printed so much of it. Doing the math, you didn't move forward, You fell backward by 3%. Your number went up, but your buying power went down. And the brilliance of the system is that you didn't even see it happen. It's silent. It's invisible taxation. You were robbed without a gun ever being pointed at you.
So, yeah. If you take one thing away from me rambling here, please take this. The anxiety you feel isn't a character flaw. You aren't bad at life. You aren't undisciplined. You are just trying to save water in a bucket that has a deliberate hole drilled in the bottom. A hole designed by the very people who sell you the water. It's okay to feel relieved knowing that. Seriously, let the guilt go. It's not you. Here's the thing that keeps me up at night now that I see the shrunken ruler. The guys running the machine, they aren't slowing down. They're speeding up. The printers are running hotter than they ever have in history. We are entering a phase where the watering down is happening faster than you can possibly save. I really wish I could wrap this video up right now with a neat little bow and say, hey, here are 3 easy steps to fix it. Smash that like button. But I can't. Not yet. It's too big. And honestly, I'm still figuring out the escape routes myself. Right now, today, I just needed you to see it, because if you don't see the ruler shrinking, you're going to keep measuring wrong until you have nothing left to build with. We need to talk about why they are doing this, because it's not accidental, and we need to talk about where the safe ground actually is when the dollar starts dissolving faster. That's a whole other deep, dark rabbit hole for the next time we talk. If you want to go down that rabbit hole with me, if you want to understand this stuff before it makes hard decisions for you, stick around Money Odyssey. Let's just figure it out together.